Wait, is that record? It's
Who am I, Steve? Who am I?
That's what we're here for. It's beer and a chat. That's
Beer
not
and-
my show.
That's Ashley Mardell. Hey, friends!
I'm here with my friend Allyson, who's come up from Nashville, also came down from Chicago a few days ago. And obviously, since a YouTube friend is in my apartment, we have to record a video, because that's what we do. So one of the things that you seem to be really good at is networking, and since I'm doing a series about adulthood and kind of venturing out into that sphere of life.
I mean, I'm on a series about adulthood. I'm an old fart.
I've got gray hairs.
Oh, I just have great hairs. I feel like I want to succeed in what I do, and I want to be good at what I do, and in order to do that you need to meet people, especially in a creative field.
Yeah.
And I, like, no matter what the creative field is, like, the more people you know, the more jobs you get, which is kind of funny because the job I ended up getting, I didn't know anyone. I had people looking at me from like Twitter and like stuff in San Francisco that I had networked my butt off, and then I just randomly applied and I went in and they're like, yeah, you're great.
When you network, because I think I speak for a lot of people, I definitely speak for myself when
It's
I say.
hard for you.
For me, the big stumbling blocks are knowing who to talk to,
Yeah.
knowing what to talk to them
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm very worried about making bad impressions when I'm trying to network, you know?
Everyone's worried about making bad impressions. Like, even the good people are made. Like, the other day I reviewed someone's portfolio and I was probably more nervous than he was. Like, I don't know. Everyone's always nervous. Anyway, this is how I network. I say this time and time again. I'm really good at, like, seeing someone I want to know and making it seem like their idea to get to know me. So, like, I've done this when it comes to dating.
It's a little manipulative.
Oh, it's so manipulative. Like, don't judge me.
Camera.
It's all about friends of a friend. So, you see someone that you look up to. First of all, Twitter is everything. Half the people I know because of Twitter. I don't know, you just work your way in and you
Yeah.
find someone who knows them. And so, I've become good friends with people who know people I want to know. It comes in regard for, like, YouTubers too. Like, I never want to be the person, like, if I see a YouTuber I don't want to go up to them and be like, oh my gosh, I love your stuff. Like, you become friends with their friends, and then you get introduced to them, and then
Right.
you just have more respect. You're not like someone who's, like, below them.
Right.
You're someone who's a peer.
We were talking about this the other day because this is my 6th anniversary for this channel.
Old fart!
Yeah. So I've been around a while, and people have just, they either know my name because I know other people, or they've seen, like, some random thing that I made that maybe somebody, like, reblogged on Tumblr or whatever. It's weird, like, going to VidCon and being in, like, a hotel room with somebody that I've never met before, but I know their videos and stuff, and they say, so what do you do? And I say, well, my username's FizzyLive and I do X, Y, and Z, and they say, oh, that's you?
There are so many times when I've been, like, introduced to someone and be like, oh, like, it's good to meet you, like, what's your name again? And I know everything about them.
And that's...
Stop it. I should have my bra strap hanging out. Just burping and bra strapping. This is how I'll see you at network. You see someone you really like, and you reach out to them. So this kid who I reviewed the portfolio of, he lives somewhere else in the country, and he Googled my company and found me. And he just emailed me. And he said, like, I found you Googling this company, and, like, I just want to know if you could look at my portfolio. And I said, sure. Like, people are so much friendlier than you think they are. And
Yeah.
people will say yes to you way more. Like, I tweeted about this, one of the biggest pieces of advice I got this year was that you should just ask for things that you don't think you're going to get, because you're probably going to get them.
Right. And one of the things that I've learned, too, has been when you're sending, like, a cold email like that your ultimate goal shouldn't be the first thing you ask for.
Yeah.
It should be, like, a 2-sentence
Yeah.
thing saying, this is how I was led to you.
Yeah.
Would you mind talking sometime about this?
Yeah. Well, and I love those kind of messages because it means that you're, like, passionate and a go-getter, and that's so much more than most people. You will be uncomfortable when you're networking. Like, that's just a fact of life. You're not gonna get anywhere unless you step out of your comfort zone. You're not gonna make a fool of yourself, because afterwards you're gonna go home and you're gonna think of all the interactions you had and all of the things that embarrassed you and all of the things that you probably did wrong. But those people are not gonna go home and say, that person was really awkward, unless you're like,
unless you do something
weirdly
way
awkward.
out of line and memorable.
I mean, just don't get too drunk.
That's...
But it's also important because at many networking events, there's like free booze or like something.
Yeah.
And so it is a very fine line between drinking to be comfortable to approach people and being too drunk.
Well, and also to, like, sort of blend in. But that's one of the things that's definitely kept me, like, at VidCon. People get wasted. Mm-hmm. And I'm always very conscious of the fact that, like, I could be meeting anybody right now. Also, just take opportunities. That's one thing,
'em.
like...
Grab them and seek out the community that you're trying to get into. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Who said that? Someone said that, and I like it. And I'm not just being like, go for the gold. Like, sometimes I feel like words that come out of my mouth are super cliche, but they're the cliche for a reason. Like, they're cliche because people use them because they're true.
Yeah, and also because nobody listens to them.
Right.
So you have to say it over and
Listen
over
to
again.
me.
So yeah, I guess thank you, Allyson, for coming and staying at my house.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for saving me from the blizzard.
I'll see you all next week. That was perfect.
That was
timed.
Do you think it was like, do you think you had it in there?
I don't know, but we still have the audio running so they could hear us talking about it now,
true.
which I'm definitely going to put in.